My name is Nicole Justice Green. I'm the president and CEO of the North Country Rural Development Coalition and our two affiliates, the Essex County Land Bank and Thai Alliance. Our elevator pitch is certainly that we have been in the business of helping communities in Warren, Washington, and Essex counties since 1984, so almost 42 years, and we focus on housing, community development, historic preservation, and downtown revitalization. Essentially, our job is to help people thrive in their communities. Our organization does very direct client assistance. So essentially from replacing a walkway with a ramp when we have an older disabled client so they can go home from the hospital certainly is some of the most direct, altruistic, good fuzzy feeling work that we do. We also build new buildings. We change the shape of downtowns and in a way help and bless communities through that work, and it's such a privilege. And so we definitely get both ends of the spectrum, but I would certainly say that the work that we do directly with our clients, which affects them on such an intrinsic level daily, is our real impact and the heartblood of our organization. That this organization is a network of over 40 other rural preservation companies created across New York State in the 1980s. And the sole reason for their creation was an acknowledgement that rural communities from the Adirondack Park to the Catskill Park to out in the Buffalo area to even downstate were experiencing massive disinvestment as we really changed from canal towns, industrial towns, mining towns, and had these big, beautiful, historic downtowns and buildings and homes that we no longer had the capital to maintain, but really beautiful communities that still deserved a fighting chance to survive. And so it's an honor and a privilege to have these colleagues and friends and support networks, and we've all been at this work for over 4 to 5 decades. And so while we're very different names, that camaraderie and shared purpose is something that I think not only makes NRDC strong, but it makes New York State really beautiful. One of my most fun party facts when I meet new people is telling them a little bit about my various past lives, and one of those is that I was and still am technically a bass player in a punk rock band. And I have a deep, abiding love for music of all types, and I also am a polyglot, so I speak a number of different languages, and both my parents are Irish, and I speak Irish Gaelic or Gaeilge, and it's something that's really important to my identity, and I think not just I, but everybody on my staff bring a lot of these really unique, interesting parts of ourselves to make this very multifaceted organization. And so if you ever need a bass player, I can pop in and pinch it. Well, there's a lot of different motivations. One, this work is very direct benefit. So there's a lot of good positive feeling from being able to help people. There's a lot of jobs out there in the world, and we literally get to help people and to change their lives. So seeing the positive fruits of that, continuing to hear from our clients year after year on really hard days, that certainly keeps me going. I also have 5 children, and I stayed home with them intermittently throughout their lives. My eldest is almost 18, my youngest is 5. And when I made the decision to go back to work, I really wanted it to be worthwhile work that made my children proud. And we, through our personal lives and living on one income while I stayed at home with them, we struggled in a lot of the ways in which our clients struggle with housing insecurity, food insecurity, at times job insecurity, lack of good insurance, and we're not in that position anymore. And so I firmly believe just the way in which I was raised and my own faith that when you are in a position to help, it's unethical to not help, and that we're called to give back to this beautiful world and to be a world citizen and a good community citizen. And those are the types of people I am raising my children to be. And they're the type of people that are my colleagues and my friends and are leading this organization. And so the hard days, the good fuzzies keep us going and our clients, and the difficult programmatic drudge, the grant writing, that other motivation of we are in a position to help, and so we need to step up and do that work. That's what keeps me going. What I love about what I do is that I'm in a position to create a project from the ground up. And when we see a problem, identify the problem, implement the problem, and see it happen, whether it's building a new type of home, or fixing or rehabbing a building, or helping a business owner innovate. It's all steps of the process we get to see materialize, and I really, really enjoy that. So I have spent a number of years being an independent grant writer and worked in historic preservation. My husband's job is what moved us up here. He works at Fort Ticonderoga, and after I stayed home with my children for a number of years and it was time to re-enter the workforce, I was considering going back to teaching or to really delve into a different career role, and this job was open, which combined housing insecurity, grant writing, community development, all things that I have really disparate experience in one place. And we had had some lead poisoning in our family, in our housing, and this job specifically deals with public health issues in our housing, whether it's lead in paint or asbestos and mold. And so I was just coming off of that experience and felt really compelled and hopeful that I might be selected for this job, and I was, and it's proven to be really challenging and exciting and rewarding. One of the first projects I did from start to finish, and it's very community-based because it's a space that I use, is our ice rink. And I used to sub at our local school district. I have my master's in teaching, and I remember talking to our kids in the winter, because we have pretty long winters here, hey, are you gonna go to the ice rink, and what are you gonna do this weekend? And a number of kids told me, well, we don't have ice skates, like we can't afford ice skates. So it's nice, the rink is there, but, and this was before I started this job. And so when I got into this line of work, I really looked at projects, real community development, and our ice rink has been a project that my board and I really championed in our community in partnership with our town. It's a project in which we don't get paid any money to work on. It's all volunteer hours that we grant write and implement that project, because the funding is so hard for things like this, but free, equitable access for our youth that's going to keep them here and keep them proud and keep them out of trouble and get them engaged in something that is unique to this area. Because I grew up in Virginia, so ice skating was not a thing that we did. I'm really proud of the way in which that project has progressed, and nothing makes me happier than seeing kids out there using it. And we have over 40 pairs of free ice skates now, and not a single one has gone missing in the past 4 years. It's actually a line from a poem, and I'm sure I'm going to get the poet wrong. I think it's Rilke, and it essentially says that no feeling is final. And in different, hard times in my life and lives of my children, and very difficult things that I've been through in this job. It's a very public job. There's a lot of criticism, deserved, undeserved, a lot of misunderstanding, and it's certainly very hard for my family to see some of that. And what I tell them and what I tell my staff is no feeling is final. Sleep on it, see how you feel the next day. And it is a beautiful thing to be alive and to have the full spectrum of feelings, because on those low days, it makes those higher days so rewarding. And I refuse to kind of live my life in grayscale and very numb, which is a tendency, I think, when people go through hard things and trauma. And that this book of poetry came to me at a really hard time in my life personally, and I've now for almost 17 years clung to that one line. Right now my daughter is my eldest daughter is about to go to college, and so we've been talking a lot about why, Mom, you're in this job and what you went to school for. And to her and her friends and pretty much any of my children I speak to, it is okay to not know what you're going to do with your life at 18, and it is okay to reinvent yourself. You are not the same person at 18 that you are at 25, that you're at 35, and I know I'm not going to be the same person I am now when I'm 45. And reinvent yourself. You have this one beautiful life to live, and we're all given truly unique gifts to give back to this world and to this community. And just because you are a square peg that does not fit into a round peg doesn't mean that you don't have something to contribute. And if your job or your career or your passion is not working for you, there is no rule book that says you have to stick with that. And so reinvent yourself. And this job is certainly one in which I took multiple careers and multiple skill sets and my education and background and personal experiences, and am thriving and able to affect really positive change. And that's such a privilege. And so, but I almost didn't apply for this job. And I just would love to see more people growing and being confident in that growth and taking good risks with their lives. The way in which community members, partners can support NRDC, the Land Bank, and Thai Alliance is certainly through financial support and time. We love ideas, we love volunteers, and we have a number of really important community projects that there is no grant funding for, that we directly fundraise for. We're really fortunate that Homes and Community Renewal, Empire State Development, Essex County, Washington County, a number of our larger municipal and funding partners support our operations and our administrative costs. But these, like Neighbors Helping Neighbors, our Neighbors Care Boxes, our public art, a number of the community events that we do, our emergency response, we really depend on our community members and businesses to support us in that way. And we need time, and we love volunteers, so please reach out, and we're always happy to chat with you on the phone. We're always running in a number of different directions because we serve 3 counties, but we're here for you to partner with you, and thank you so much. I would be very remiss if I didn't first thank all of my 3 boards that support our work. Through their time, their dedication, this work is not possible, as well as that of my staff, and I'm so very blessed to have a wonderful staff. Our major funding agency has been our major funding agency since the 1980s is Homes and Community Renewal through New York State, and just a profound amount of gratitude for the partnership, compassion of their state staff. Empire State Development, all of our Land Bank Initiative funding, Essex County, Washington County, our partners in Warren County as well, all the 46 towns that we serve, and including the Adirondack Community Foundation, who continues to support us, the Charles R. Wood Foundation for all of their public support of our Performing Arts Center. And I am sure I'm forgetting a number of the Stewart's Family Foundation and Elizabethtown Community Hospital. This work would not be possible without you, and you guys have come to be some of our greatest friends, so thank you for that.